everybody, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Big Bill. How are y'all doing today? As I'm doing good, as I hope y'all had a wonderful week. I hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend, as yes, I know, I'm about to say it. Today is Saturday, October 11th, 2025. How are y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you guys are watching from, as yeah before we get into the topics I have to talk about, before anything actually, I just want to apologize to all of you guys, and the reason I said it the way I did there in the beginning is because I normally don't do uploads on the weekend unless it's like the Make-A-Wish convoys, or if I'm at the races recording, like NASCAR race or at a dirt track. Yeah. So with that being said, I do apologize for not having another video uploaded this week. I know the last video was probably, I think, Monday. Yeah, I had it was a pretty good week, but it was a very busy week, and let's just say the one day where I wanted to record, I didn't take into account the amount of traffic I had to deal with on the way back. So I thought I could come home and record real quick. Yeah, that wasn't happening. I got back too late. So I do apologize. And hopefully you guys still like the channel, and yeah. So don't be surprised if you see 2 videos this weekend. It might just be one. You know, and I do apologize. You know, I'm gonna work on it. You know. So, all right. Get this out of the way. I have nothing lined up on ATS. It actually is crashing on me. I know a couple of you said try getting rid of a couple of mods. I have tried that. Yeah. So at this moment right now, we're just gonna stick to Euro Truck Simulator 2. And yeah. Which I think I said that. I think I said that in the last video for Euro Truck, was that I was sticking to Euro Truck Simulator 2 until I figure out ATS, which I'll probably figure that out over the weekend, or maybe even the beginning of next week, to try to get you guys a video out. I know everyone loves the beautiful Peterbilt 379. So, oh, I need over car. You know what? We're just gonna get over now. As today we are heading from Berlin, Germany to Erfurt, Germany. I do want to apologize also for this. I changed around my buttons. So if you take notice of me saying something about my buttons, yeah, I'm still trying to get used to it. I rearranged them to make my fingers a little bit easier. So, but yes, we are heading to Erfurt, Germany from Berlin. We are hauling a load of power tools weighing in at 23 tons. We're going to DHL. They're expecting this load Wednesday, 12:50 p.m. to Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. 8,053 euro. Job remains is 9 hours and 14 minutes. Next rest stop is 9 hours and 46 minutes. We are going a little bit longer way. We're not going the normal way, like the way the GPS has us going. So our remaining trip distance and remaining trip time is 3 hours and 42 minutes. The remaining trip distance is 150 miles. Hey, so I just have to. Alright. Now that we got that out of the way. Congratulations to Sheldon Haudenschild on winning the National Open here in Pennsylvania. I know that was last weekend, but I don't know if I did say anything. Congratulations to Shane Van Gisbergen on winning the Roval. I do have a question from Nat NASCAR race. We'll get to that question here in a moment. I'm actually going to hit the pause menu. And yeah, so I'm gonna put this aside. We're gonna go with Scania. Real reason why we have this load is number one, the money. Well, not really the money, but the money is the big thing. So that could probably be number one actually. But number two is actually we're gonna level up to level 6. Um, I might do one more load on a quick job, and that might be with the American trucks, or I might do 2 more with the American trucks to show both of them off. And yeah, so probably the next 2 videos, um, they're just gonna be for shits and giggles. We probably don't need the money, but hey, show off the American trucks, and yeah. Also on that note, be on the lookout for new game content. I know I've been saying the past couple of weeks. Me and my friends we're discussing which games. I have discussed which games I think, and some of them I agree with, some of them they don't agree with. I feel like there's a couple of them that you guys are going to enjoy, so I'm probably going to start uploading them here shortly. Sit back and enjoying the content with my friends. And yeah, so there's so much to talk about, but I don't want to make this video super long with just me rambling. So that's why you hear me go, or, and yes, before we get asked, I do have a drink. But there you guys go. 36 euro and 68 cents a mile, 52,234 pounds is our cargo mass. Trip distance is 210 miles. Trip time is 5 hours and 23 minutes. Open up the navigation. So originally they wanted us to go through here. Screw that. We already been through there like numerous times. How about we just take the highway? So that's what we're going to do here. That's why this is a little bit higher than what they give you when you grab the load. So, but there's where we picked up, or that's where we started, Caterpillar, and then that is where we delivered. So, what did I want to? Oh yes. Anyone wondering? Yes, the Krone agricultural equipment is on here. Oop, I do not want to do that. Krone is on here. That DLC pack dropped. I think it dropped Wednesday. Or no, it might have been Tuesday. I forget. But it did drop. Pretty cool DLC pack. Really, this is actually one of my favorite things about this update we just had was this DLC browser. Trailers, pretty good. As you see, I do have all of them. If you guys don't know what this is on the Steam library DLC. Cabin accessories, truck packs, tuning packs for trucks, paint jobs. I do have a couple of the paint jobs. I actually just got a couple of the paint jobs. Not gonna lie, I think they're down here at the bottom. Yeah, down here at the bottom. So, what else? These are all maps. Excuse me. Cargo. And then I think these are all put in order. Yeah. So, but yeah, pretty good, pretty cool. One of my other favorite things is when you click on this how it pops up now, and then you just hit that arrow, and then that shows you everything. I like that. That's pretty cool. So let's get back behind the wheel. First things first, another thing I want to mention: hockey's back, baby. Pittsburgh Penguins, we're 2-0. I don't know if we play Friday night or not. It's Friday afternoon for me right now, so So yeah, I don't know if we do play Friday or not, but we're 2-0 to start the year. Hopefully we do good. This is the last year of the trio in Pittsburgh. I don't believe it, but we have to wait and see. So. Whew. But alright. So let's actually get to the question before I get to the customer and I totally forget about it. So the question states, and remember, you guys can always ask me a question. If you want me to put it on the video, just say, hey, put this on the video. Here's my question, or can I get your opinion? Please. You know, anything. Question goes, hey, Bill. And yes, you may say, hey, Bill, instead of Big Bill or anything. I do get that a lot, actually. They go, hey, Bill. Question for you. I know you're big into NASCAR. I know you are a Chase Elliott fan. I am a Kyle Busch fan. There we go. Sorry. My mouse was coming over the notepad. Or my mouse is right next to the notepad, and I was looking at my mouse instead of my notepad. I'm a big Kyle Busch fan. The question I have for you is, wouldn't it have been smarter for Denny Hamlin to stay behind Ross Chastain? And how do you feel about what Ross Chastain did to Denny Hamlin at the last chicane? So, very good question. That was a very big moment. Not gonna lie. I mean, you can actually hear in Denny Hamlin's interview, he wouldn't have passed him if he knew about that. And here's the shocking part. A lot of them down there on those pit boxes, they do not care for the points. They will not worry until it's like the last lap or something. And I think Denny Hamlin is correct in his interview. You know, he would have thought better of for his playoffs. So what happened was Ross Chastain got a whole bunch of stage points. He caught Joey Logano. All he had to do was finish ahead of Logano by so many cars. What happened was the pit strategy didn't really work. They pitted, and then Joey pitted. Joey caught the cars. As the run was progressing, Ross Chastain's tires were going to crap. And that's why a lot of the guys behind him caught him and passed him, aka, or one of them being Denny Hamlin. What happened was Hamlin passed Ross cleanly. They went to turn 3 and 4 of Charlotte, came down the front stretch to that chicane, and Chastain got on the brakes late and pretty much spun himself and Denny Hamlin out to where they both crossed the line backwards. But as Ross Chastain was doing that, here comes Joey Logano to pass him and pretty much lock himself into the next round of the playoff. So then in the interview, they asked Denny Hamlin about that, and Denny's like, if I would have known, pretty much what I got out of it, if I would have known that, I wouldn't have passed him. Clearly what that means is, if Denny would have knew that that was that point, he wouldn't have passed him because Joey Logano would have been eliminated. And let's just be real here. You know, they have Vegas, Talladega, and Martinsville remaining. All three tracks Joey Logano was really good at. That would have knocked him out. That would have been one less Penske car. That would have been one less big target, you know. I don't know how Ross Chastain would do with these next 3 races. I mean, I know he's a good restrictor plate racer. I don't know, you know. And the reason I keep saying that is, you know, I don't know what would happen this next round. Now, I can tell you this, it's going to be wild the next 3 weeks. It's going to be really, really wild the next 3 weeks. I'm sorry, car. I'm going to do some scenic looking. So, Me personally, I'm not actually upset with Ross or Denny Hamlin. It's one of them things, you know. Ross was trying to get back his point. He messed up. It's all good. So. There was another question asked by that. I can't seem to find it anywhere. So. My. Tunnel. Alright. Yeah, I really don't have too many things to talk about other than that NASCAR question, so that's why I'm a little bit quiet here. I knew we weren't going to make that that light. Home button. There we go. Okay, you're not going to do what the ones in American trucks are going to do? Stop in the middle of the turn? Over here they do it just fine. Or in ATS they gotta stop and stop halfway for some weird reason. I don't know why. Oh, okay, that lane ends, so we don't really need to get over. Yep. And for everyone asking, oh, why are you going to Scania? Why are you going to Scania? I used to run Scania, you know, back when I first started this profile or this game. I love Scania. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Volvo too. I would go to Volvo, but I feel like Scania's a tiny bit better. So. And you guys are wondering, no, this is not an engine sound pack. It's actually an engine pack from Ruda's truck, his Scania. That's probably why this truck sounds a little bit different than normal. So. There we go. guess we'll back this one up, see how difficult it is. Alright, that's not too bad. We're gonna do this though, because this is gonna really be a pet peeve. Come on, make it yellow. Thank you. Give it a little nudge there. Make it straight. Alright. And there we go. Let's hit T. And then we'll get out of here. That way, keep around on. 221 miles of driven distance, 4.5 hours, 46.6 gallons of fuel consumed, and we have now leveled up. Alright. What should we do? Let's do this. Let's get more flammable stuff. Alright. Like I said, be on the lookout for. I might do another video. I might not. We might get 2 videos Saturday. Might not. Oh, there we. Look at that. Where's that go? Maybe. Maybe. That might be one of them. I don't know yet. But anyways, guys, take care. If you guys don't hear from me this weekend, or if you guys don't hear from me again on another video, do have a wonderful weekend. If I don't hear you guys on Monday, or you guys don't hear me on Monday, have a good start to your week, or a wonderful start to your week, and I'll catch y'all next time. All right, guys, take care. Bye.